Hey there, kids. It's your dad here again.
Oh, Nani.
As you can see, I now have the gamer chair. The chair only meant for ultimate gamer, the best of the best. The PewDiePie chair. Sadly, I did not buy the 100mm edition. I did not realize that that one came with LED lights surrounding it. I thought it just said 100M on it because that's what it looked like on the website. I made a mistake. I regret it. That would have been really cool. I bought this like a month ago and it just now came in. I'm very happy because I've been using an old office chair for the entirety of my YouTube channel. And now I have a true gamer's chair. But yes, it's your dad. And today, yeah, this is what I'm going to talk about. That's what I'm going to talk about. And we're going to be playing a little Call of Duty while we're talking about that. Yes, we are cut-comming today. I've already played a little bit, warmed up. I might, maybe, but it doesn't really matter because what we're talking about is nothing to do with Call of Duty. The original, I have like three things. I was going to talk about an anime. I was going to either talk about something else or I was going to talk about what we're talking about, which is Karens. Such a popular topic right now because there are so many. Ever since the coronavirus happened, they've multiplied. It's like they've breeded and there's thousands more because, usually I work at a place where I see a couple every now and then. It's not as bad as like working at a grocery store or a restaurant or something, but it's still pretty bad. And so I've had to deal with a lot. I've got anger issues, okay? Like pretty bad. I've always had anger issues. They used to be a little better back when I first started my YouTube channel, but then I took that break, I developed emotions, and now I have anger issues again. But it's okay. I have not lost my job yet. But I'll just tell a story of probably the biggest and the one that made me the most angry. So I work at a gym. You've seen me wearing the clothes already. Like I've made a video wearing my work shirt before, so I guess it'd be kind of pointless to not say where I work, which is Planet Fitness. So in our gym, we have tanning beds, and you would be surprised how often we have people that come in just to tan or people that start their memberships just to tan. It's because it's cheaper to have a Planet Fitness membership than it is to like tan at a tanning salon. So we have a lot of people that come in just to tan. And so specifically the other day when I was working, it was like right after I got back from my beach trip, I had an instance, and it was just kind of like the day before that I had already dealt with one. So I was really tired of the Karen energy at this point. It's just what had happened is we've had a bunch of people come in ever since the coronavirus happened trying to cancel. At Planet Fitness, you can't cancel until you've paid all dues that you owe. Like say if you didn't have enough money that month, then it just adds to your account, and so you have to pay that later. And so we would have people come in trying to cancel. They're like, oh, I just don't want my membership while this coronavirus stuff's going on. And so we tell them, oh, okay, well, you have a couple of charges on your account. And usually this doesn't happen, but say like most Karens are just angry people, unwise, so they don't pay attention to how much money they have in their account, and then they ended up getting charges. And so they're just already angry. And so usually they come in already knowing that they have charges to pay. So like the day before I was dealing with a bunch of people like that who were just incredibly angry because they had to pay money, and then they were just like, I'm not paying that shit. No, I ain't paying it. I ain't paying that money. And then there's nothing I can do about that. The manager can cancel their membership, but I can't until they pay the charges. So I just told them, you're gonna have to come back on a day where my manager's here. I tell her my manager's time so that she can cancel them, or I could just write it down for her to cancel them. But it's just a complicated situation, so it just makes sense for them to pay what they owe. Oh, I had 0 kills because I'm trying to tell a story. I'm not a good cut comic guy. I'm not very focused. But anyways, that was just the day before. So that was what I was dealing with the day before. Just a bunch of women who were coming in and were very angry at us for them doing wrong. Because that's the whole Karen mentality. They do something wrong, but they get mad at you for it. So this situation started with, so this was a woman that I've already dealt with before. I've known her for a long time. We live in a small town, so I knew this woman, and I knew she was not someone that I liked very much. So she came in, and I was already stressed because I was like, oh, I'm about to get bitched at. And she goes into a tanning bed because, of course, she's one of those people. And I saw her go in, but I didn't say anything to her, really. It was at the end of my shift. It was 10 o'clock. I got off at 11. So I was messing around on my Apple Watch, I think, at the time. And she walks out, and she informed me, hey, did you know there are 7 bulbs out in bed, too? And I was like, oh, I didn't know that. We'll check on that. And then she proceeds to say something like, Sorry, I'm brain farted. It's hard to play this game and focus. This guy's teabagging me because I got 5 kills, but I'm trying to tell a story and he doesn't realize it. But I was like, no, we'll check on that. And she was like, well, I wouldn't have wasted my time getting in your bed if I would have known there was 7 bulbs out. I'm not even gonna get a tan. And I was like, I'm sorry. Or I think I just said, all right, because I really don't like this woman. I just want y'all to understand that. So I just was like, all right. And she was like, well, you seem to care a whole lot about it. And I said, I don't. And this is definitely not the correct things to say if I was handling my job the right way. When I said I don't, I think she just didn't really understand how to handle it. So she just walked out. Like, she was like, I gotta go get my stuff. And then she walked out. And I was just mad already after that situation. And so she walked out. I was talking to my other employee that I was working with at the time, and we were just talking about that stupid woman and why I hate her. And she comes back in and she didn't hear anything, of course. Like, I stopped talking whenever she came back in. But she then comes in and was like, so I just need to know, like, is it the bulbs that are out or is it the breaker? Because last time y'all told me it was the breaker, and I don't want to waste my time with y'all's tanning beds, or I'll just cancel my membership if I'm never gonna get a tan from here. And I was like, you can if you want. And she was getting tired of my attitude, and she was just like, I just wish y'all would you would actually care about it, or something like that. Just like, she again said something about, like, you care a whole lot about it. And I was just like, well, there's nothing I can do right now about it. Like, it's like she wanted me to just beg at her feet for an apology. Like, just, oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Like, honestly, like, I'll eat you out right now, just because, like, it's my fault. But see, it's not my fault. It's inevitably gonna happen with tanning beds, especially with how often people use them at our gym. Like, we get majority of the people that come to our gym per day is tanners. So of course, the bulbs are gonna go out. And so she was like, so you're telling me that there's nobody that's come in and complained about this yet? And I was like, no, maybe because other people are normal. And now I respect it if you tell me about it, like, because then we know and we can fix it. But otherwise we can't know. It's not like we can check every bed every day because we're open 24 hours. We can't check the bed if we're open 24 hours. But I mean, we did end up checking the bed after she told us, which is pretty normal. And they were out. So I didn't believe her. I did not believe her that the bulbs were out because nobody complained about it yet, which is unusual. But they were out, and so we did fix them. But that's all she needed to do. And so after she was just like, after I said something about that there was nothing I could do, she didn't hear me. Like, she was walking away while I said that, and she turned around and she was like, what did you just say to me? And I was like, there is nothing I can do. And then she said, fuck you, you stupid fucking plant. I'm gonna fucking kill you and your whole fucking family. Nah, she didn't say that. But she didn't say anything after that. I was like, there's nothing I can do. I don't know what you want from me. I don't just have bulbs on me to take out and put in your bed right now. So I don't know what you want me to say. And she didn't say anything. She was walking off as I was talking because they don't expect you to respond logically. They expect you to just be like, I'm sorry, and to just keep your mouth shut because you could get in trouble for acting the way I did and being a smartass. But honestly, I just didn't care. I had already dealt with so many, and I had thought about this before. I was like, I'm so tired. Like, I don't understand how people like this can exist. Like, what's their mentality? And I know what it is, but I'm just like, how does that make any sense? Like, their mentality is, okay, so these people can't say anything back. Like, they can't be mean back, so I'm gonna be mean to them free. It's like free asshole. You're allowed to be an asshole because they're not gonna fight back because they want to keep their job. So that's why I fought back, because I knew more than likely I would keep my job, more than likely. And I mean, I did, but I got tired of it. And so, oh, I got teabagged. That's great. That's sick, dude. I'll camp this until I see him again. Like, I seriously will. Why don't you come do something, big dick? Fucking idiot, chungus looking at. Come teabag me. I'm pulling out a red gun, man. I'm talking about a topic that makes me angry. I'm not in the mood to deal with some fuckheads like that, man. Man, I only got 10 bullets. That's sick, bro. Oh, man, I'm getting fucked, dude. Like, actually. Yeah. I got it, man. I'm so angry. Like, why am I so angry? But yeah, back to what we were talking about. Like, the more I talk about it, it's never gonna solve anything, because when would a Karen ever listen to a child playing a video game?
I mean, even me though. Like, if someone gets my order wrong at fast food, I take it back, but I'm not rude.
Yeah, well, that's like also what I said about that woman. Like, she could have came up to me and been like, "Hey, there's a lot of bulbs out in bed too. Y'all can check that out." I'd have been like, "Alright, we will," and I would check it out.
I feel like it started whenever, like, okay, so let's say Karen was born. She's like 15 years old. She got a burger, right? This is how she was born. And she walked up there to the desk and was like, "Hey, this wasn't supposed to have tomato on it. It has tomato. Super nice, right?" And then the cashier was having a bad day and was like, "Sorry, can't fix that for you. It's not my fault." Okay, then Karen was like, "Okay, all fast food people are like this. Fuck you. Fuck every single person I've ever met." And that's how Karen was born. Then she trained other Karens, and now there's a Karen army. They meet on Wednesdays.
I think that is one way that Karens are born, but I think another way that they're born is just angry people who see it as an opportunity to be mean and have no repercussions. But like what I was talking about earlier, I don't know if you heard me, is just like the fact that, you know, technically a company could defend their employee. Like, they could do something about it, but they're losing money by that, so they can't. They actually just can't, because, you know, if every time we had someone come up and just be, and you know, I wouldn't even consider like someone like the one I dealt with as a bad one, but you know, there are bad ones who just straight up cuss us out and dog us. Like, if we just canceled their memberships, they'd be losing money.
I had a woman that threw honey mustard at me and it exploded on the window. I was like, "Bitch!"
And
she
see,
drove away.
That's why, like I also said, like, there's a lot worse places to deal with those. There's just so many angry people. So, I can't really play anymore, so I can't like play and talk anymore. So basically, I feel like I covered the subject as much as I wanted to. I don't really have much else to say about it. But basically, the whole point of this video, Karens exist. Sadly, I guess the only thing we can really do is continue doing what we're doing. Like, I can point, you know, rat them out on the internet, be like, "Dude, this is not okay. This is not okay. You can't be like this. You can't be mean to people just for the heck of it. That's not cool." You know, my boy Logic said it best. You know, peace, love, positivity. There's no point in just going around and spreading negativity. You're ruining people's days. Why? What's the point? Like, and I mean, some people can deal with it better than I can. It just makes me so angry that like these people can just talk down to me like an animal, and I'm just have to be like, okay. Now, sometimes I love handling it like that. Like, I've just recently, after that situation, I've started handling it a lot better. I think it makes them angry whenever you're just like nice to them afterwards. Whenever you're just like, "All right, have a good day," you know, good, you're good. Like, that's what I love to do. Like, when I'm dealing with a Karen, I make sure to like, you know, after we get everything solved and they're trying to leave, I'm just be like, "All right, have a good day, have fun." It's just my way of handling them. But there are some that you can't handle like that. There are just some angry people out there. I'm personally am a big fan of Moist Critical, and he does a lot of Karen videos. And I love it because he's got my sense of humor. It's not this sense of humor that I like share on my channel, but that's top tier sense of humor. Dry and just gross. I love it, but that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about Karens. And basically all I'm saying, keep reaming those bitches on the internet. I'll keep trying my best to be nice to them when I see them, because like that's all I can do at my job. But like, if you see them, ream them, make them feel like an idiot, because that's how they're acting. But that's all we can really do, is just make them feel stupid because they're acting stupid. So I guess, you know, the point of this video, I was going to try to come up with a solution. There is no solution other than the one that we're currently going with. Continue to embarrass them until they quit. And who knows when that's going to be. But that's why I never want to, you know, I can't work retail my whole life, because I'm going to get fired if I like work here too much longer because I'm going to go off on one of them. And I don't mean like in the same energy, just like I just want the opportunity to be like why are you all right? I feel like there's not much more to say about this. I've already been recording for 40 minutes and I've been talking for a lot of it. So I hope I covered everything. It's been your dad here, and I will see you later.